everybody? My name is Josh Migliori, and I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. You like this little pocket? It's like my pocket. Let's stop joking. Stop it. Ooh, my tummy's growling. Whoa. Fight. What's up, everybody? My name is Josh Migliori. That was really high. We are getting into this episode hard and fast. What does that even mean?
It's an innuendo.
It's an indo? Like the skateboard? No? Anyways. What's up, everybody? My name is Josh Migliori, and welcome back to another episode of the Running the Pass cooking show. All right, folks, no funny business. We're getting right into this episode because we have a good one. If you are from New England, this is a classic. It's a staple. And what are we talking about? None other than lobster rolls. Look at this beautiful, luscious meat. Oh my goodness. Now, again, if you're from New England, there's two sides. There's two ways to make this. One way, which is the wrong way, warm drawn butter. And then there's the other side, which is made with mayo and it's served cold. So that is what we are going to be doing here today. Not only are we going to be showing you how to make the buns and how to make the mayo, but once we are done plating up a classic version, as always, we are going to be taking it to another level and making my take on a lobster roll. So let's stop fooling around, let's stop joking, let's stop talking, and let's get into it.
All right, let's start off by showing you exactly how to make these luscious buttery buns. To start, simply mix together a half a cup of warm water and a half a cup of warm milk heated to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Then add a packet of active dry yeast, whisk together and let it bloom for 10 minutes. Then add 3.5 cups of bread flour to your mixing bowl, 1 tablespoon of sugar, a pinchy of salt, and then simply turn your mixer on low and let it mix together for about 5 to 10 minutes. After switching to your dough hook attachment, add your yeast liquid mixture, then 1 full egg as well as an added egg yolk. Then simply turn your mixer back on low speed and let this dough come together for about 10 minutes until it's nice and smooth. Next, you'll add 2 tablespoons of softened butter. And if you're a child, you'll try to play basketball, have a horrible shot, and then incorporate the rest of your butter. Then again, turn your mixer onto low speed and let this come together for again another 10 to 15 minutes. After lightly greasing the bowl that you'll be using, roll your dough out onto your countertop, form it into a nice ball, and then place it in that bowl that you greased earlier. Then simply cover that with plastic or a damp towel and let that proof at room temperature for at least an hour. After showing that dough who's boss, simply roll your dough out onto your countertop, cut it in half, and then divide it into 10 to 12 even pieces of dough. Next, take each piece of dough and take the edges and fold them into the center just like this. You're going to want to make sure you never leave contact with the counter, and you can either roll your hand in a circular movement and make a round ball, or you can follow this movement right here, again, always making contact with the surface. Repeat this process until all of your dough sections are formed into beautiful, luscious balls. Then place a damp towel over your balls and let them proof for 10 minutes. Once your balls have proofed, very gently and lightly roll your balls into 5 to 6 inch long logs. Repeat this process with all of your balls and space them within a half an inch of each other. Place a damp towel or a sheet pan over your dough and let them proof for 45 minutes to an hour. Then brush them with egg wash, which is a combination of 1 whole egg and water. Then place them in an oven that's been preheated at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes. Once those luscious beauties come out of the oven, immediately hit them with that melted butter.
Oh yeah, you know you want some of that.
After making these buns, you will literally stop buying them at the store and make them every time. Now let's put together this homemade mayo. Start off with 2 egg yolks, grate 1 garlic clove, add 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, squeeze 1/2 of a lemon, then add 3/4 of a cup of neutral oil. You're going to want to start off with a couple drips at a time while blending until that starts to emulsify and then stream the rest in. Once you have your mayo, split that evenly between 2 containers. One half of this mayo is going to be left plain, the other we are going to be making a cilantro lime mayo. All you'll have to do is dice up some cilantro, about 2 to 3 tablespoons worth, and then cut a lime in half and squeeze half of it into your mayo. Then mix together and there you have it. That sound means you made this correctly. Now, we are going to be making our corn mixture for our elote lobster roll. You'll need 1 ear of corn, 1 jalapeno, and a half of a shallot. First, you're going to finely chop your shallot. Next, you're going to want to cut the end off of your jalapeno, then slice that bad Larry right in half. Now, if you want to be a little baby and don't like spice, you can take out the stems and the seeds. But if you like it spicy, leave them in. Then simply julienne your jalapeno and then dice them into Brenoise. Now get that pan rip-roaring and soaring with some neutral oil and add your corn mixture. Then season with salt, pepper, onion, and garlic powder, a little bit of chili flakes, and some paprika. Then give that sumbitch a good tossin'. Then add to a container and store until ready. Now let's get to plating these beauties. For the elote lobster roll, add 2 to 3 spoonfuls of that corn mixture and a 1/4 cup of that cilantro lime aioli. For the classic lobster roll, just simply add a 1/4 cup of that regular mayo. Then lightly toss both lobster mixtures together to well incorporate, and now we are ready to put these into those beautiful, luscious, buttery buns. Also, look at that. Delicious. Now all you have to do is stuff those buns with as much lobster as possible. Don't be shy. Stuff them to the brim. We like them thick with like 5 C's. And you know I'm going to be a little bit fancy with this. For the classic, all I did was top it with some thinly shaved green onion and a little bit of Old Bay because why not? And for the elote, of course, crumbled cojita cheese, a couple slices of raw jalapeno, and then some cilantro leaves to make it look pretty and add some green and color to the plate. And just like that, we have New England, Maine style lobster rolls. It doesn't get any better than this, everyone.
What is this whole, what is this?
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get it. It's so stupid. Hey dude, by the way. All right, folks, there you have it. I say it every week, another week down, another recipe crushed. It's done. It's gotten the people's elbow and it's down for the count. 1, 2, 3, done.
What?
Look at this. We have a traditional lobster roll. We have that beautiful, unctuous lobster meat straight off the coast, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And it's tossed in that homemade mayo, sitting nestled ever so gently in between these homemade New England buns. But we didn't stop there. No, we didn't. We never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. We took it to another level, as we always did. If you're investing in stocks, invest in this, because it's going to take you to the moon. We have here the elote lobster roll. All right, everyone, before I let you go, I have to dive into one of these. I have to let you know how delicious this is. I'm going to dive into the classic. I'm going to leave it on an even playing ground, judge it, because no one's doing this craziness over here. We already know this is on a whole different level of judging. So we're going to stay in our lane. We're going to go to the classic. We're diving in. Look at the toastiness. Toasty buns. Here we go. It's indescribable at this point. I mean, we all know how good lobster is. It's creme de la creme. It's just up here. But then, with that homemade mayo, that beautiful bun, it's soft, it's pillowy. I want to take a nap inside of it. It's like a sleeping bag for this wonderful lobster roll. Folks, Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button right over here. And after you do that, click the link in the description below. You can follow us along. That's right, you can follow us along on all social media. We have podcasts coming out every Thursday, so if you love listening to this beautiful voice, you can listen to it in the car every Thursday, 8 o'clock in the morning. We have new YouTube videos coming out every other Wednesday, so if you love this beautiful face, I just got a new haircut. Looks pretty good, right? Beard's looking nice. There we go. Every other Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next week.